Hey folks, welcome back to another curious car store video. In this video we're going to have a look at the Honda Civic. This one's been around since 2018. This was rather fresh in 2018. Still looks fresh today, doesn't it? We actually have a stock of these. If you're interested in getting one, you can click a link down below to take it to carstore.ie and have a look at all of the Hondas in stock at the moment, which of course there is CRVs, not just Honda Civics, in both here in Dublin and in Cork. But before we get on to that, don't leave the site just yet, because you want to find out what you need to know about the Honda Civic 2018.
Use your head and finger at carstore.ie. Find us in Cork and Dublin.
Hey folks, don't forget we have on average about 700 cars in stock, but if you're in Cork and you spot one in Dublin, don't worry, you can reserve, you can put your deposit down and we will move the car from Cork to Dublin or Dublin to Cork just for you. The Honda Civic dates all the way back to 1972, and it's fair to say that it's changed over these years. The current Civic matches its rivals on space, but has a sharper package than say a Focus or a Golf or even an Astra. Even with that stiff competition, the Civic manages to stand out due to its very sharp styling and tons of room for passengers. So the Honda Civic is actually quite a big interior. They have plenty of space. Now they lowered the car and the seating position a little bit lower than it was before, so this is nice and low in the car as you can get, and it's actually really comfortable where we're sitting right now. To start the cars, these cars, you put your foot in the clutch, you press the start button over here, the keys are just in there, so it just starts up without any pressing or turning of keys or anything else. So that is our lovely little diesel engine ticking away out the front there, and I have air conditioning turned on as well because it's quite a warm day up here in Dublin on the Curious Car Store front. So you actually get a nice little touch screen here in the middle which has everything you ever wanted. It has all of the settings and phones and Bluetooth and all that sort of stuff, smartphone connections that are involved in it, so everything's there. You've got charger units that are over here so you can charge up your phone, and a little connector down there. It's a little 1 amp connector, so you have a nice little trickle charge in your phone. You've got, this is a good one actually, you've got stiffened suspension from a push of a button here as well. You press a button and the whole system stiffens up the whole suspension, and then you turn it off again. You also press the Econ button, which turns the car into as economical as it possibly can be. The Econ stuff on it. 6-speed box in that as well, changes gear very nicely, just back and forth, real straightforward. Good gearbox in Hondas are always very good. Old-fashioned, feels nice, well lubricated, incredibly well built. Honda really do build cars to a different level. They really do. These are built to last. Tons of seat positions. The steering wheel lock thing is very far down, so you can actually pull that out and up and down. You can do both. So a smaller driver will find a comfortable position in this car. A larger driver will also find a comfortable position in this car. No problem at all. Just that handle's a very long way off. This also has lane assist, so it can keep you in the lane as well, and it has a digital dashboard here. It tells you what your fuel readout, tells you everything you need to know. All of the stuff is here on your dashboard. This model has active cruise control in it as well, which means you can turn it on and it will follow the car in front of it. It will slow down and speed up as that car does. Perfectly legal once you keep your hands on the wheel. The car itself looks after the rest of the driving. It's a lovely place to sit for the longer drive for sure. But as a practical 5-door family hatchback, we need to look at the back seat and the boot after that as well. So let's do that now. Don't forget, whatever kind of car you're looking for, you can find it on carstore.ie. Just go in there and find out what kind of car interests you, and then you can click on the reserve stock. You just pay a little deposit and the car will be held for you. You can come in and test drive it here too, right here in our Dublin store. Don't worry though, if you spot something in Dublin that is actually in stock in Cork, we can move the car here for you. If you want to buy something in Cork that's in stock in Dublin, we'll move the car there for you. No problem at all. Carstore.ie, new way of buying cars. The back seat of a family hatchback has to be multi-purpose. That's the most important part, is that you have space. Plenty of foot box space, which is this whole area down here at my feet. Easily fits under the seat in front of me, and I have loads of room between me and the driver's seat as well, even though that seat is set for me, big tall me, 6'1". The windows are a little bit small, so it feels a little bit dark back here, but there's actually plenty of room in here for 2 full-size adults. You will get a third person sitting in the middle. You will fit without a shadow. It shoves you forward a small little bit, so there's plenty of room here for a third person as well. I really like this back seat. It's really good, very practical. Good centre armrest, a bit low mind you, but centre armrest is nice. It hangs there nicely, and then you can actually drop the seats in here as well, 60-40. just falls straight down. It's that easy, really. It just goes back down into the boot here as well. Real simple back seat. It works very well. Like all Hondas, this is really well built back here. It's squidgy, it's comfortable. It'll be nice on a long drive. You got 3 seat belts back here as well. You got ISOFIX on both sides, so 2 full-size child seats are fitting here nicely. You get 3 adults in. What could go wrong apart from the child lock is on the door. Or you just open the window and open from the outside. So a quick word on boot space. This has the biggest boot in its class. So this has a bigger boot than a Volkswagen Golf, bigger than pretty much anything out there. It's just an enormous space to fit anything you want into. There is a considerable lip that you have to lift things over on top, but that's okay. Because you'll get around it eventually. This also has this very odd tonneau cover, boot cover, but it goes sideways rather than lifts up like all the rest of them. It's a nice little feature. It rolls away to one side here, safe if kept out of direction. Under the floor there is more space, so you can put more things in under the boot here, and you can drop these seats in the front from back here by just pushing them. Now that creates a bit of a ramp in, but I can live with that ramp because at least it's gradual rather than being just a sharp edge, so you can push a heavy suitcase forward into it as well. Really practical, very smart Honda. I really like it. So that's our Honda Civic walk around. If you'd like to see some Honda Civics for yourself here at Curious Car Store, just go to carstore.ie and select the make Honda, and you will see all of the Hondas we have in stock, including all of the Civics, which I've just seen a white one go in there as well. Same spec, same model as this in white. Curious Car Store have more than 700 cars in stock. If you want to book one of those, all you got to do is put a deposit down and it's going to be held just for you. The finance arrangements and everything else can be sorted out over the phone or even on our website. Go to carstore.ie and root about there and you will see the car of your dreams. Hopefully. If you don't find the car of your dreams, phone us up. We'll find one for you somewhere. Anyway, until the next video, take care, look after yourself. I'm going to go and get a cup of coffee. See you later. Bye-bye.
Use your head and finger at carstore.ie. Find us in Cork and Dublin.